Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go, let's go. Ow, let's start this show. King Roman News gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman News.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News. Let's go, let's go. Let's start this show. Let's go, let's go. Let's start this show.
Crew, good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, today I'm gonna update y'all on what's going on. I'm still not at my place. I'm laying in a hotel bed with my phone next to me. Thank you again, y'all, for being so patient with me while I get this stuff under control. It's like it's the freakiest thing that has ever happened, like in the month of December for me. But shout out to y'all. I thank you for all y'all support. I thank y'all for the words, the kindness, and all that great stuff. And everybody who sent me a cash app. I'm not even. I don't need anything. I do have insurance, rental insurance, and my landlord has insurance, so I'm pretty cool. But it's just a freaky ass thing that happened. So I don't know if y'all remember me saying over maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I told you all that I had hosted a spades party at my house. And I had hosted a space party. It was about seven dudes at my place, but everybody was, going in and out using the bathroom. Well, after that night or whatever, I don't know, somebody must have pressed hard down on the little thing, the jiggle, the handle. And ever since then, my bathroom toilet has just like ran. The bitch just ran. And I'm not used to that shit. So the noise would bother me. So I would just close the door. Well, I didn't know that it was becoming a bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger issue. And at the same time, my neighbors upstairs from me were having issues with their toilet as well. So let's move to Friday. Friday, after I got off live with y'all, I had went, I did some work stuff, but I had to go into the office because I needed to print a lot of stuff, send out a lot of stuff. I had stuff that I needed to do. So I went into the office, y'all, right? Came home around 3. Now, my job was stressed up. I wanted to come home, take my clothes off, take a shower, all that good stuff. And I get home, and the way my unit is set up is I have like 3 hallways. I have the first hallway, which is from the main door to my living room. Now, you can't see the living room because I have it closed, but when you open that little door right there, you can see the living room. So I walk in my unit, and first thing I do is I smell eggs, like eggs. It wasn't like it would smell like eggs. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking Eli done did something. I'm already scrounging my face up. I open that door, y'all, and first thing I do is see my baby sitting on the couch, looking like, what the hell just happened? And in my living room, over my carpet in the middle of the floor, over my hallway carpet, over my bathroom carpet, was nothing but slushy, liquidy sewage. And it was pumping up from the bathroom, not out the toilet, but out the wall. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck is going on here? Now, you know what Eli had did? Eli, I had to watch back on the camera. He was in the back, and you know the room I film in. He was in that room. He must have heard it or smelled it. He came out the room, walked through it, trailed around. You know, dogs trailed around it, sniffed it, smelled it, all of that shit. Then had nerve enough to go through the kitchen to my room and jump on my bed, y'all. Okay, pause and everything shitty out this world and jumped on my bed. So you know, I was angry at him, but he don't know any better. But I was angry as hell. Yeah, Coco, it was like sort of, I think what it was the unit that uh the way ours is that it's like the water that comes into the actual tank comes from the wall behind the thing. So it's fresh water. It isn't nasty water. It's supposed to be fresh water, and the waste is supposed to go down. I learned all this asking them questions because I wanted to know why would that happen if it's going down? But see, the people upstairs was coming down, and it was going through the wall, and it was going through the fresh water pipe, and it was coming into my unit, and it was clogging up that small ass freshwater pipe, and so it bust from the wall. And when it bust from the wall, it started leaking all the way out like water. And so it ran from the bathroom to my living room to my hallway. And now the office that I normally work in, thank God the door was closed, but it just stood right there at the step. Now it didn't go to my kitchen because you got to step up to go into my kitchen. So it stopped right there, but Eli stepped his ass up and took it in my kitchen. Now, when I tell y'all I almost screamed. I almost fucking screamed and lost my mind. I almost lost my whole entire mind because my couch, mind you, is sitting on legs, but the legs are high up because it's a sectional. And the sectional, the way it sits it's not high up. So the legs of the sectional, the bottom of my sectional, my Bose speaker system, my Wi-Fi unit was all standing on this stand, and I guess the stand must have tipped over. I tried to see if it was Eli, but on the camera you can't really see it. That bitch tipped over. My Bose speaker system is dead. My Wi-Fi system was dead. Then all the power shit was off. So I'm thinking like maybe there was a power situation too. So at that moment I called my landlord. I'm like, this is what's going on. He's like, hey, I'm gonna call the plumber. I'm gonna see if he can come over there now. In that same time, I drove me and my baby down the street, literally down the street. I mean, it literally was it could have been like a 1 minute walk, but it was at that point it was too fucking cold, and I was pissed off, and I didn't want to touch Eli. So I wrapped his ass up and I drove us down the street. I went to the hotel. I went up there. I grabbed just a few things because I had to put on my rubber boots to walk through my damn living room and then take them off at the kitchen. And so I packed as much shit as I can up, left, went to the hotel. I did not pack my lap. I didn't pack my laptop or nothing. I wasn't thinking about any of that shit. I would just pack stuff to get through. Because mind you, on Saturday I had a United Way breakfast at 10 a.m. and Eli started his emotional service support hours at the adult nursing home at 12. So I'm like, oh, I got a whole fucking day of shit I gotta do. So I packed my shit, told my landlord. He said they was gonna start, he's gonna send somebody out that day. They was gonna start it. I should be back in my unit by Sunday. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This ain't nothing. Maybe God was trying to tell me I needed a break. So Saturday, I'm not feeling it. I'm just in moody as fuck. Moody as fuck, y'all. I'm just moody. So I wake up Saturday. I go take Eli to get him a wash. I come back. I go to the United Way brunch. Then something tells me run by your place to see what's happening. I go by my place, ain't a damn thing fucking happened. Slush still sitting over there. Now, mind you, this is the next day. We're moving on 14, 15, 16, 17 hours. So you know what I do, Roman style. I'll curse my landlord out so bad I told him I will re-dig up the file of your father, nigga, who's in jail signing leases, who's not supposed to be. I have y'all asses wrapped up in litigation if you don't come get this shit. So I guess you know, Saturday they came and actually cleaned it up. Now, so I had to take Eli to the hole, and that shit pissed me off because I thought I was supposed to just drop my dog off. These bitches wanted me to stay there the whole time from 12 to 4. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in my unit. So I'm there with my dog. I cut that shit short, quick. Like around 2:30, we had to go. It's time to go. Hold on, let me move to this bathroom real quick. And shout out to y'all. So Saturday after me and Eli did that, I had already told my friend that I wasn't going to do another hotel because my place is going to be ready on Sunday. So he was like, "You can just come stay with me." So he knows I have a dog. So, after seeing my place on Saturday, cursing him out, I went back after me and Eli. It was still, it was still no progress. So I went to my friend's house, which I should have just stayed at a hotel, you know. Then this always happens when you stay with somebody under emergency auspices. Shit can always go wrong. Now, I have a dog. You know I have a dog. And you're just trying to be nice, and I get it and I appreciate it, but understand that I love my dog more than I love you, nigga. So if you're gonna have a problem with my dog, then you have a problem with me, and we both should go. So Sunday, Saturday, so I go over there Saturday or whatever, and he's like, I don't have a crate for my dog, by the way. I don't have a crate. My dog's crate days are long and gone. I don't keep a crate here. He don't go in no crate. I think that's so inhumane when they reach a certain age level. They should know. He got a room. So he's like, Saturday night, he's like, "You want to go out and grab some food?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Where you want me to put my dog at?" So I'm like, the best place would probably be a room, but not a bathroom. He's like, "Well, the only place would be a bathroom." I'm like, "I don't think a bathroom would be best because I know my dog." So what does he say? Nah, just put him in the downstairs bathroom. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I wish I'd have brought my camera so I could have put it on and watched him, but I didn't. So we go out to eat, come back. What do you think Eli did in that bathroom? Eli fucked that bathroom up. It's not his. He was sniffing around trying to figure out where shit was, toilet paper ripped. My baby was trying to play. He stressed out too. So, and ain't no nigga gonna curse me out about my dog. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen. So we get home. He tried to make my mood better. I thank him for that. It was cool. But we get home. First thing I'm trying to do is where my dog at. I'll open the door. My baby fuck. Now it was no sustainable damage, but yeah, bottles were tilt over, spilt out, toilet paper ripped up. It looked like he was trying to jump on the toilet to stand up to sniff. He was trying to see what was going on. And so I guess he thought I was a punk nigga. What the fuck is this? I said, hold up. I'm already heightened, homie. I'm already at a point. We ain't finna do this. I told you don't put my dog in here. You should have put him where it was carpeted floor. He knows what to do when it's carpeted floor. Sit your ass down. It's a bathroom with textured floor. Smells. You piss all around the toilet, nigga. It smells. So what you think he gonna do? So we got back at 10. I packed my baby up at around 10, 10:30. We got to pushing it back to the hotel, and I went right back there, right down the street from my house, which I should have did in the first place. And it was like, what, 11? I called my landlord at 11 o'clock, and I said, hey, he didn't even pick up the phone. I left a voicemail and told him, hey, I'm going to walk down to my unit tonight to see the progress because you said I can come back tomorrow. I ain't get no call, but I walked down there, y'all. When I tell you, it smelled like paint and shit. Like they're trying to cover up the smell with paint. I didn't even smell Fabuloso. I smelled paint. So I looked around. They were trying to clean my sectional, all the rugs. Of course, I told them to throw away. My little stand that fell over. Of course, they threw that out. He's replacing everything too. By the way, that's not the issue. The issue now becomes I don't want to walk on my floor knowing that shit was there. It's just so fucking uncomfortable. It really is. And then when to move, I don't want none of that shit in my new place. I just can't wait for Eli to get to my unit so he can sniff. Cause my baby gonna sniff. And if he smell it, he gonna sniff it. So I ain't see shit Sunday night. So Sunday morning, here we go. Sunday morning. This is when I'm like, okay, what am I gonna fucking tell the crew? Cause I wanna wake and bake. I wanna do all this shit with y'all. I got stories. I wanted to give y'all the Brittany Griner story before it even leaked the way it leaked out. I wanted to give y'all, it was so many details about the Brittany Griner situation that was left off the table. How, now for Russia, this is a huge token. And they did it this way for a reason because they knew Americans would be very much so confused about letting Brittany Griner go in front of a whole bunch of other folks. So now it puts pressure on America to get those other folks out, which brings Russia back to the table. That's the game that Russia was playing. But I couldn't even talk about all of that stuff. I wanted to get into there was some other stuff I wanted to get into. There was so much other shit I wanted to get into. I wanted to talk about Derek Jackson and his wife. And my position about that story was, do y'all know they're sending hate messages to that wife? Her kids should be motherless. This is what she get for following him around. No matter what y'all think about that, nobody should be talking that kind of shit to her kids. So it was so much shit I wanted to get into. I wanted to get into Diddy and his wife. And his woman on the side, and how young Miami look crazy out here in these streets. But so Sunday comes, I put up a post. I just wanted to be honest with you all and let y'all know that it was shit in my place. Shit in my place. Yes. Embarrassing as hell. And it happens, but it ain't never happened to me. Except for Eli when he was a baby. So Sunday I'm at a hotel. I wake up Sunday morning. I'm stressed out. I'm angry. I'm feeling out of control. That's what it was. I was feeling like I don't have control of my shit. I got to go to work on Monday. I want to do my show on Monday, and here it is Sunday. I don't know if how I'm going to do either or. I have to go back in my unit to get clothes for work. I have to go get my work laptop and my work stuff. I got to get my audio for my live, and I'm just feeling like, ugh. So Sunday, the best thing I want to say about Sunday was getting up and going for a run with my dog. We went and did a whole it was cold as a bitch, but we warmed up. We did a little run. I came back. I felt energized. It was something about that run. I felt energized, came back to my hotel. Then I get a call from my landlord. And he says, my name. I'm got some bad news for you. It appears that the sockets in the front hall, in the front unit, which are the main suppliers of sockets in the hallway and the bathroom, they also have some damage. We have to unpull those out, and we have to actually put in a new plate because I guess there's slush in there. And I said, well, how long does that take? How many plates are you replacing? Is it safe? I'm going through all these questions. I'm like, do you have another unit? Like, what can we do here? And he's like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's no damage. It won't be, a fire, nothing like that. But we do need to go in and replace all of those. And I'm like, okay. So he said, that means we have to turn the power off for the whole unit. And I said, so what am I going to do with my food and my food and stuff? He's like, well, I can bring you a cooler with some ice. And so at my place right now, my shit is sitting in a cooler and some ice. So today I'm supposed to be going back. Yesterday, so that was Sunday all day. They were supposed to be working on that. And Monday, they were supposed to be working on it too. I did go back to my unit on Monday, yesterday, later in the day, just to see what the fuck was going on. And there was some substantial progress. I don't smell it anymore. But they did stain the floor. Like it looked like they shellacked it and then stained it. And then they stained the hallway floor too. The bathroom floor is different now. So it looked like they pulled that old tile up and put new tile down. And the paint was actually the walls in the bathroom and the walls in the living room because they was painting at the bottom. It was dark when I first went. I was just pissed off, bitch. I was mad. So we'll see. And then I'm supposed to be coming back to today. We'll see, y'all. We will see. But I do think I need to move. I think it's time because this is like the between that dog situation I had to go through last time. I had to go off on my the people above, and now this is a bit fucking much. Here go my TT. You need to move out immediately. Do you want me to write a letter? I'm like, what your letter gonna say? What you gonna say to them? What you gonna put in the letter, TT? This ain't a store. This ain't a restaurant. This ain't a bank. What your letter gonna say? The floor was wood. Yep. And it was in Coco. Not only was it wood, it was the wood where it was laid down piece by piece. So even there's small little cracks in between. That's what got me. Like in my kitchen, thank God it didn't go in there. But in the kitchen, the tiles, it's small little cracks in between the tiles and the kitchen floor. So, hey y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Good morning, Coco. Good morning, BB Nice. Hey Tristan. What up, Tristan? Thank you, Tristan. What up, Voodoo? I could just imagine. Yeah. Wall, did you see? Yeah, I did. And smell. Hey y'all. Hey Sticks girl. What up, Brick girl? Coco. Had to be a nightmare. I was so mad. I was more mad because all my shoes in my front hallway didn't get fucked up. And I wanted them to get fucked up so I could get the bag off of that. Wow. Morning, Naries. Thank you, Tristan Bell. Brick girl. Yeah, I have renter's insurance. I filed a claim for my Bose, even though he's gonna even compensate that. I filed a claim for everything else still, even my sectional couch for upholstery and cleaning due to damage. So of course you know how that goes. You send in pictures of it. You got to tell them the value of it, and then they got to approve it or not. In my situation, they had to send somebody out, and that person came out on Sunday to take pictures. And thank God by that time, remember I was telling you they ain't do shit. So they took pictures and saw it. So a check's supposed to be cut. I've been looking at the progress on the app, and I got my renter's insurance through Progressive, and they seem fairly quick. I'm at the point where it's been approved. I'm just waiting on a check to be issued. Hey Mildred, good morning. Hey Rochelle, good morning. For 2 days, 2 fucking days. And I know you already know I'm throwing all the food. I mean, I'm just gonna go donate the food at this point. My baby, he tore. My baby, he had fun. It was a day out. It was a day out. Too many odors in bathroom. I tell people that all the time. I had to watch a YouTube channel to learn why dogs will fuck up your bathroom. It is way too many odors of curiosity in a bathroom for a dog, between your human odors that you think you've cleaned away and the chemicals and the toilet, all of that. Man, he was in there having a grand risings out here, having a whole time. Good morning, Bobby P. Shantae, listen. Diddy is, listen. Here's my thing with Diddy. Why I'm not mad at Young Miami, and she's been tweeting out like, y'all get off my pussy, leave me alone. Why y'all mad at me? Because she's an employee. We said this before. Young Miami isn't a whole fucking employee. She is on Diddy's payroll as the beard, meaning she expected, excuse me, y'all, I just woke up. She expected to go through this kind of stuff, these situations. It's part of the contract. Girl, here's what you're going to risk, but look what you're going to get. She's getting the bag. Not any bag, but she's getting a bag, okay? And so we may look at her like she's fucking crazy. And morally, yes, girl, you looking a little bad out in these streets. But as an employee, how many times have we done some stuff at our own jobs like, this ain't what I want to do, but because you're getting paid, you handling your business. And so I look at her like that. She's an employee. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't rapping like that where she can bring in a bag like that. But it sucks that Diddy, I don't know if part of me feels like Diddy doing this is trying to be either a relevant or in his mind the only way to, like, I don't know. I just feel like he's looking for something with this. Like, you still out here having kids? The fuck is wrong with you? Sit your ass. He wants to be relevant. To me, I see Diddy as somebody who wants to just stay out there. Nick Cannon having kids, everybody having kids. I'm gonna have kids too. I have a child too. And I'm not saying, God bless that child, but Diddy, come on. You gotta get your priorities together. You going from being bisexual, gay, to now being a father of kids, to wanting to rap and sing, to now you buying your old Sean John clothing line and trying to refurbish that into a top line. You doing too much. It's a lot coming on from the house of Diddy. Jesus Christ. Not shellacked. You know those, they put it down and they go, nah. You've been wanting to get go. This is your sign. It's time. Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. It is. Think I ain't rent or reach out to a couple agents. See, me looking, I hate having to look for them myself. I'd rather hire somebody, a rental service, pay them, give them a criteria that I want. Somebody who does this shit all day to take care of it. Find me 5 places. Let me check them out, and then I settle on one. And that's what the process that I'm going through now. I'm gonna find an agency to do it for me because I just don't have the time to be going around. And plus, I don't know the area like I would Rochester. Wait, the floor was wood. Yeah, wood in the living room. Yeah, it's time to go. Okay, Naries, open containers of baking soda. Don't put it out and just sit them all around the place in every corner. Ooh, is that for smell control? Because that's a good ass idea. Because I know as soon as I know I'm just gonna naturally smell the difference. Naturally smell the difference. Good morning, crew. Good morning, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. Shit happens. Literally, shit happens. Oh my God, they sealed the shit. Girl, don't let me go in there and be mad. Don't let me be mad. Whatever TT say is going to move something. Okay? She told some kid, I write a letter. I'm like, TT, please. And, she called me every step of the way. She's the one had me going over there and check. You better go on over there and check and see. Don't go now. Wait till they leave and go and check. Because my hotel is literally at the corner of my street. So when I drove my dog, I was driving from one side of the street to the other side of the street, closer to the hotel. Mind you, I had packed my shit, and I was not going to be dragging no suitcase down the street to the hotel. It was not going to work like that. So I exactly did that. She was the one like, go and see what's going on. And I went. She's like, I hope you taking pictures. I said, yep, day 2. She a whole detective. Hopefully you can move. So yeah, thank you. Yeah. Sometimes when you don't make the move will be made. Bingo. Bingo. Eli said new playroom, didn't he? Lord, not Diddy is the wife. Looking at that, I trying to say she looked like a man. Gave you PTSD. For my insurance claim, I can get something off that. I've never slept with my employer. No. But that's the terms of their employment. I wonder what that looks like. I wonder what that bag looks like. You know what I mean? I wonder what it looks like for her to go through this bullshit. Because she knew this day was going to come. She already at an award show throwing up sign, go baby, or something like go daddy. Girl, you out here bad. Good morning, Doreen is blessed. Thank you for coming through. Yes, for the smell. Okay. I'm definitely going to do that. Oh, no. I should have checked that because you calmed down. Woo. Yeah, you know. Good morning, Kurt Vixen. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Baby. So I'm looking forward to going to my place today. If I don't get to my place today, I'm gonna end up going into the office because I'm not gonna sit in that hotel room with my dog. And then last night I left my dog at the hotel and I went and spent the night with my friend because I just needed I needed cuddle time. I needed some cuddle time. I needed it for my soul. I had a horrible weekend. I ain't get none of that because I wasn't in my place, So I had some cuddle time last night. I tried to get through Emancipation. but it did not work out that way. So I'm gonna go back to it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a real good movie. It starts out, and I want to say the visual element of Emancipation was extremely good as well. Um, what'd you say? Is that 200,000 a month a rumor or real? I think it's more than $200,000 a month. I mean, because if we're gonna just say $200,000 a month, the man bought her like a $400,000 car. So if it's $200,000 a month, it must be that plus benefits. Like I think she get health insurance. I'm being for real. I think she get all of that shit. I think she may have a 401k, stock options, and bad boy. We don't know. She just smiling too hard for it to just be something simple and light. Listen, yeah, it was. I definitely, when the summer hit, the smell going to hit different. I'm gonna be about this bitch. Don't do that. I'm gonna be long gone by then. Long gone by then. Long gone. I just did not want to have to go through this in the winter, and I should have did it when my lease was up back in when we was talking about it back in October. But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stick it around, and here it go. God, it's just not gonna be the same sitting in the living room. I know that for a fact because I visually saw what I saw. Okay, she is a city girl. I've been trying to be a city boy. I've been trying to be a city boy for so long. It's just difficult out here in these streets. It's difficult out here in these streets for us. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. So much I want to talk about. Then there's this other story. This damn, I gotta get to my. I wanted to get into uh um this takeoff case because now remember I told y'all to do see this is why we always like pay attention to the story the way we pay attention to it because there always be some shit. Remember I told you he pled innocent and his lawyer was like, look, he's innocent and he has no money. He needs money to get an investigator to prove himself. So the judge granted him $5,000 to get an investigator to prove his innocence. And so during the same time, now all of his friends and family are coming out saying it wasn't him. They're trying to set him up. What I've been trying to get to is they keep saying that, but nobody is saying who is trying to set them up. I haven't saw no inference of Jay Prince, Mob Ties, Quavo, or nothing. And it seems like those names have been silenced and everybody else around it has been lifted. And that's what the family is trying to point out. Like, and I told y'all that crime scene reconstruction shit, it sounds good because it sounds like they did some heavy, deep work. Like, oh my God. But I watch enough Law and Order and TV and shit to know that, yeah, it's got to be more than just that. You got to actually have something physical to tie him to it. Crime scene reconstruction isn't that. It's not that. You look it up. I had to look it up and say, is it physical evidence? It's not physical evidence. It's circumstantial evidence. It provides you of what it looks like, what the environment was, the positioning, how this could have been him, how it's a high probable cause because of the reconstruction. But that physical evidence, why we didn't hear them say they tested the bullet, the gun, and all of that. Remember they said they tested the bullets, and I said, well, what they testing the bullets, the ballistics and shit for? If everybody ran off with their gun, but remember they tested that, and we haven't heard about no connection for that. Oh, you see that? I was looking for at Patterson Park, to be honest, Zaire. But Federal Hill is nice. My limit is 1700. 1700 the max. I can't, I just don't want to go in the 2000s for rent. So like, and I saw some nice ones in Patterson Park because my dog can just go run straight across the street to the park. I got a friend that live over there. In Federal Hill, I will love it. Federal Hill is like 2,500, baby. it going up over there. Even in my area, I looked up at where I'm at now, and the rent now is like 1700 over here, and I'm like, wow, that's where I gotta move the needle. Okay, Butcher's Hill. Where's Butcher's Hill? Butcher's Hill, southeast, near Fells Point and Washington Hill. Ah, oh, it looks nice. I've been over here. I didn't know it was called Butcher's Hill. Okay. I'm gonna look that up. Downtown Baltimore, you'll be protected. That's where the white folks are with money. Yeah, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm trying to get up out of downtown Baltimore. You're gonna find the perfect gym. I can't wait. I need to by Patterson Park. Yeah, yeah. That's the area I want to go into over there. So this lady, she helped me find my first unit when I first moved to Baltimore. And I was living in an Airbnb for about a month because I didn't know where I was and I wanted to get familiar with the area. So I got an Airbnb in what was it? In Bolton Hill. And I'm just driving around like, oh no, honey, where am I? What was going to go on? So I found this lady. She's a black lady. She found me several places. We went and checked them out. You like it? You like it? No, no. What don't you like? And that's what it was. She was like, what don't you like about this? And I would say, there's no laundry in unit. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The next one be laundry in unit. So I like that. I don't like to have to do all that shit on my own. So I'm gonna see if I'm definitely gonna tell her about Butcher's Hill and Federal Hill. Please don't share too geographical information on here. Too many cray crays on here. Speaking of, oh my God, Bree. Now y'all know me and Bree have a very, up and down. She don't like me. I'm, I'm indifferent because I don't care. And I speak to Bree whenever I get the opportunity to speak to her. And for the most part, she's cordial. But I wouldn't. That was crazy. I'm not, this ain't no beef sector commentary or anything like that. I'm only reacting from a civilian and individual if that was me. That shit was so scary. I'm not talking about Brianna in that. I'm talking about that situation that it could be people sitting in a car just recording you and then could send that shit to someone. I'm like, damn. Now, I granted, it's what they do in the beef sector. It's part of the game. Shit. I done told y'all I done had my shit fucked with. So I get it. It comes with it. But baby, do you know how terrifying that is? And then when I watched the clip, it didn't look like Brianna knew or saw that she was being recorded. So she was being her natural self. And I'm almost positive had she known it, she probably would have like either looked, smiled, like been shady about it. But the fact that that shit threw me for a daisy, I said, wow. And I don't believe that 5'8" flew to Florida to get I really do believe that there are subscribers out here that watch content creators in the beef sector who live in their community. Do you know how many folks have told me, not just y'all crew, y'all different. Y'all can tell me y'all down the street from me. Y'all are different. But you know how many outsiders have told me that, oh, I live near you. I know where you live at. Oh, I know, I know where you at. And it's, I don't give a fuck, bitch, run up. It's cool. I'm always prepared. You can get a video. I'm great. I'm wonderful in my aspect. That's not a problem. But you know how many times you just don't know. You could just, it's like some CIA shit. And here's the scariest part of it all. You just don't know if those motherfuckers followed her to her place and now have a point of reference if they ever want to stalk you moving forward in the future. Like, okay, I'm gonna stake out this area right here to see if she gonna move today. If she moves, we gonna follow her, get some more footage. Like you're now always, you got this shit on your back. That shit is that I was looking at it from that angle. Yeah, your 5'8" got the clicks, the views. She shook up the sector yesterday. Because I even was shooketh. I was shooketh as a bitch. I was like, God damn. Not they got, and I think what did it the most to me was that it was just last night, not weeks ago, just last night. Damn. I mean, damn. Too close for comfort. Too close for comfort. And I know, I got a chance to hear her live, and I listen to everybody. I ain't had shit else to do. I was bored as fuck. So I listen to everybody, and she played it off like, it's the second time, this shit has happened, and, I'm about to, but the one thing I know for a fact that she can't play off, and it's a human emotion, is that shit was very much so hurtful. Very much so hurtful. I don't care who it is, because it opens your eyes up. And she's a female and she's a woman. It opens your eyes up like, damn, not only they got my car, these niggas is getting me at locations. And now moving forward in the future, they got a reference point of where to start stalking me at. And I honestly don't believe that 5A went in, I really do believe a subscriber sent her that and may have more stuff in your area. I truly believe that. Because subscribers of the beef sector send folks stuff all the time. I've even sent stuff to somebody, a content creator, like, hey, got this. Don't know what it's for, but I'm not sharing, but just wanted to let you know. Little old me. So I can only imagine. But I'm not capping for no one. I'm not, trying to take it for no one. I'm just merely saying from a human, individual content creator, King Roman News, coming out of Panera Bread in his Nike sweatsuit, walking to his car, and then the next day that's uploaded, that's some scary shit. That would then have me definitely making moves differently online and offline. Because now you fucking with my mental. I never felt like I would ever have to be looking behind a window, stepping sideways, walking backwards, counting my steps, asking Eli to go sniff before I go outside. Because niggas stalking you. But that shit is crazy. And you stalk the wrong motherfucker, you will get hurt. You will get hurt. People will get hurt. People will get hurt. But this is what it's for. And now I find it funny though, and this is gonna be all the way around dig, but it is what it is. But I find it funny when, I first was like getting my toes wet in the beef sector or whatever. And I used to say, I'm not going that far, I don't go that low, I don't do that, I don't want to do that shit. And this is why. And people, well, you know what it give, it's the sector. Now some of those same people are saying, this is going too far. And I'm just sitting here like, it's always been going too far. And it's going to continue to go too far because you all allow it to go too far. That's why I pulled myself back like, oh no, I know I got some civility. I'm not just going to fly off the handles and do certain things. But y'all got to expect the world gets crazier, right? The things our children get involved with gets crazier, right? So you think the beef sector on a free platform like YouTube, it isn't going to get crazier? No, this shit is going to get turned the fuck up because everyone wants to trump each other. You do something to me, now it's my turn. You do something to me, now it's my turn. It ain't gonna ever stop. You can think it is. It may stop for a couple months, but that shit ain't gonna stop. And it's sad because some of these people really hate each other. It's beyond just we doing this shit for clicks and views. No, motherfuckers really hate. Hate. And that was another reason why I wanted to back away. Because I said, I'm not gonna be cursing you out just for fun. When I go off on a bitch, it's for real, for real. I don't play. Fuck you, bitch. That ain't playing. I don't know how to switch into that mode and play and then turn it off. Oh, girl, I was just playing. No, bitch, you always gonna be that hoe. What up, hoe? Unless there's some reconciliation and some conflict resolution, but that don't happen. It's always oftentimes swept under the rug and we move on for clicks and views. But people gonna see. People are going to see. And again, that shit that happened, it was funny and it was entertaining and the sector ate it up. But as an individual on a human level, I didn't find that I was like, wow, damn girl. This don't mean I still like 5A. I still like Tracy. I still like, I still like 5A and Tracy. I still, love me some Tracy. I don't get involved in all of y'all alliance versus alliance people. I like people individually. I can't do that anymore. I like Tracy. I like individual folks. I cannot get myself wrapped up in if you don't like this person tomorrow, I'm not gonna like that person. It happened with Jay Wilson. Remember, I came out the gate not liking Jay Wilson. Then Tracy made up with Jay Wilson. Me in the chat was looking like, well, what the fuck? Then we started liking Jay Wilson. Then I had to come back to you a bitch ass nigga. So for that reason, I've learned my lesson. It's always best to figure out who you like and like them through the good and the bad. And this is a situation where it is it's a bad situation, and I'm still standing here like, all right, I'm watching y'all, see what y'all gonna do. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And let me also tell you this: if it did have something to do with you, everyone would be laughing at you. Know that. That's what people don't fail to realize. Just because it happened to you, yeah, it's miserable and everyone's laughing at you. But if the role was reversed and this was 5A, or if this was Tracy, we all be out here laughing. We all be making videos. We all be talking shit. Not me, but you know what I'm saying? And I'd be saying the same thing I'm saying right now. I want you to see my consistency. I'll be saying the same thing. That shit was not right. Catching these women walking out, that shit was not cool. And sending it somewhere. The fuck? It's so many other things you can do to drag a bitch and get them and be creative. It's so many other things, but this shit happens. And so I stay out of it. And I like people individually. So I just never thought that would be, I mean, wow, whoa, shit. Yeah. But I did see it. It definitely was like, wow. Um, Gotta be careful. I'm happy you got it out. Venting is good. Yeah, it is. That's why agents are great. They are. They are. Gotta be careful and be more. It be my my difference between heaven and hell. Tell me that is Patterson Park. That is Patterson Park, baby. It's just period. I get it. Yeah, that's nice too. And Mount Washington. Yes, I like Mount Washington area too. They have a lot of income restricted. Bree don't like you since when y'all had your show together. No, it was some mess Kimmy started. She was doing an expose on Bree, and during that time, Bree and I, it wasn't like we weren't talking. We just were in content creator mode. And I think people need to realize that when you're in content creator mode, there's no feelings involved. She was doing her thing. I had said, you know what, I'm not going to do the show no more. I'm going to back away and do my own thing because I wanted to build my channel. And I think, her as a content creator, she was like, okay, do you then, nigga. You going to do it then, And I was like, yep, I'm going to do it. No emotions there. Shit, I did, and I did. But I think in the midst of that, when Kimmy was doing her expose, she went on to say, and King Roman, I see you in the room because I was in her chat. I was like, I want to see what she said about me. She said, you boring. Your channel boring. You boring. You boring. Same thing she said about Spiller Boy TV. And I was sitting in the chat and I'm like, I knew she was saying some stuff. I knew it. And I wasn't even hurt by what she said. I've heard that several times before. I'm boring. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Cool. But what got me the most was that Bree had said it to Kimmy. I was very shocked. I'm like, oh wow, to her, I could see Bizarro somebody, but her, I'm like, okay, cool. Because what y'all don't know is that during that time when we were doing the show, we were having great conversations before our show started about the sector. And Brianna knew where I stood with people and things. And I knew where and we all did. It was great. It was cool. It was no disrespect. It was like, well, but I like her, so whatever. And so she knew. And so to hear that, it was like, oh, okay. Well, all right now. Okay. Girl, it's cool. It kind of was like, damn, it made me feel like you really can't trust nobody in the sector. You can't really have homies or dogs. Like, you can't have nobody you can link up with and just chill on some, bitch, what you doing? Because everybody is out for content. Everybody's out for clicks and views. People are genuine, not as genuine as they seem initially. And so I think from that, it just was like, it is what it is. And then, of course, I was live and I had a response to it. And I'm like, whatever, Brianna. I already told you, I don't want to talk. I don't want to go there with Bree simply because I have family members who I want to say this without making my family or Brianna feel away, but they both resemble each other. And some of the experiences that my family member had to go through when we were growing up, I understand that when I engage or I'm watching a Brianna's live or watching her in the battle, because I understand everybody's gonna first come after your weight. Been there with my, I trust me, been in the trenches with my cousin. The only difference is my cousin will beat a bitch ass, and she don't have a problem with it. She will snap a bitch. She don't even argue with you. My cousin will open her car door. Okay, bitch, what you want to fight? So that was her come up out of it. And so I kind of was like, if I dog Bree, again, are talking about a real man who, I'm not talking shit to people just talk shit. If I'm talking, I'm sort of, this is how I feel about it's weird, but whatever. So I just decided to let shit go, let it be. It is what it is. Move forward. I don't want to be a hassle to anybody. I don't want to do any of that. So I just moved on. But recently I spoke to Bree, spoke to her, and she spoke back, "What up? Hey, King Roman," and it was no shade. And that's how I think I think that it takes a point for you to get there, but I think that's how it could have always been, even if she said shit to Kimmy. Like, what up, girl? It's cool. Because I don't hold this shit to my heart. Um, so but I still think this situation was wrong all the way the fuck around. Good morning, Jay Parrish. Mildred. We don't need to see no videos of you walking out of a donut shop, child. People done lost their mind. See, the difference with me is you will never know how I handle the situation. All you will see is that content creator who either posted the content or whomever put it out. See, it would have to go a little different with me. You would have to put it on LSA first. You would have to put it somewhere where it's hard to catch a bitch first and have a reference point. Because if the source is your channel, we have a problem. And the other thing I would tell people is stop telling people your plays, how you're gonna respond, how you're gonna retaliate, because not only do they go and see if you can really do that, King Roman does that. I do that all the time. People say I'm gonna get the law, do this and the I'll be like, but you ain't got no case, honey, you ain't got no case. And the more you come out here and tell people to try to prove a point that you're about to get on them, it hurts your case because people are building a defense towards that. So it's best to come out and lie. Be like, girl, I ain't doing nothing. You got me, bitch. I would have played it off like that. You got me. Yep. Y'all want to see the container in the trash can and the receipt? Yep, you got me. And went on about my day. And about a month later, you find your ass in a real thick situation because you don't know my moves and you don't know how to retaliate and how I got you. And that's for everyone. And I'm thinking about the Honest Rose who I see him battling it out with, Stomp Down and whomever. Part of that is stop telling me your plays. Come on, drag them bitches and get off. I wouldn't even get them bitches more than 10 minutes, Honest Rose. For real. 10 minutes and I'm done dragging them bitches. Because when you get about to your 30th mark, you be done. You just be repeating stuff. You be done. Drag them bitches 10 minutes and be deuces. Because it ain't worth it. It's just not worth it. That was really her. Yeah. Morning. Yeah, it was. That's how I looked at it. Too much. But once you cross the lines, it's hard to rein people back in after allowing things like this to happen. Yep. I agree. Good morning. Human. It's a violation. Yeah. Especially now that they know she's 45 minutes away from the joint. That's just too much information, child. What got me was, the comments in the video had all of the information, had all the details. Down from what the spot was called. I think it was like Lady Seafood or something on MLK Boulevard in Tampa. All the address, the information was there. And you pretty much can use reasonable deducting to figure out her. That's why I said that's dangerous as fuck. Because normally, once you turn the YouTube off, you're not thinking about YouTube. But now, of course, you need to think twice. Exactly. I need to think twice, and the person who want to stalk me and record me also needs to think twice too. I'm just being honest with you. And shout out to Brian. I was watching Brian on Pizarro the other day with his taser. I said, "You better." I was in the back. You light minds up, like you better tase, motherfucker. Okay, that come through. Listen, you ain't. It's gonna be really tough and difficult to walk up on me, even when I'm walking my dog. It's something. It's something. Now recording me, you there are laws that protect you from stuff like that. There are criminal procedures and complaints that can be filed that can protect you from that. But simply saying you are being stalked, that's not it. Because stalk requires you to prove it, requiring additional evidence. You have to remove the word stalking and call it what it is. That's where the criminal complaint lies. Get an attorney, boo, and figure that part out. Because when I first saw it, I said, I know she was gonna go stalking route. I knew she was gonna go to stalking route. Girl, do not go to stalking route. That won't move you fast at all. That will stall you. There are other things that can cause immediate action, but it ain't stalking. And I'm not here to, do all of that kind of investigative work, but watch the show. Watch the morning show I do, how I'll be talking about situations. And I might have a story relative to this tomorrow. That way I can break it down under that aspect instead of being tied to a beef sector story. But be wise, boo. Cray, straddling the fence of content versus violation. Well, the one thing we do know is that she is a public content creator on a public platform. My thing is you're always being watched, and trust no one till they give you reason to trust them. I love that. It's just human instinct. Even if you think it doesn't bother you, subconsciously it does. I know it does. I know. I knew. I said that. I said, when I was watching, I said, I know Brianna gonna be upset about this shit. And I also said, I know she's not gonna come out here and portray that. She got Pettyville. She got, she got to stand 10 toes down in this shit. But at the same time, I know this shit ate her up because it would eat me up. We are human as fuck. That shit is, first of all, it's embarrassing. Let's just call it what it is. It's embarrassing because that's the light that you're captured in last night. It wasn't you coming out of store shopping. It wasn't you. It was someone trying to really say you were coming out of a restaurant with some food. Embarrassing as hell. That's like somebody taking a video of me coming out of bathhouse with my towel around my neck, smiling, and then they upload the video. That's embarrassing. It ain't about me and what I got on. It's the context of it all. That shit is embarrassing. That's what it was. It's to embarrass you. And it is embarrassing. And then secondly, to add insult to injury, it's almost like I got you. I got you. And in your mind, as the content creator, you're thinking, no, you ain't got me. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing, but it is. Because just as surely as they got you there, now they can get you somewhere else. And let's just go on one step further. I heard everyone talking about, we need to call the restaurant and get video cam footage. We need to call the local areas and get video cam footage. No, you need to go to the police and ask them to get video cam footage. If you were to come into my gas station, if you as an individual citizen were to bring your ass into my store and say, hey, somebody was filming me at your location, I want to get footage of who they were, can you show me your tapes? I'm going to tell you, hell no, get the fuck out my store. I'm not involved in your shit. This restaurant gives me that. And if you go to the police for stalking, it's going to take you a lot longer to obtain that footage. That's why I said, honey, you got to do this differently. And it's not my job to orchestrate or train or teach or any of that. Watch my show. But it's that God honest truth. Look at how many times, y'all, we do a morning show and I tell y'all, we talking about video camera footage and they ain't got none. It be in some of the most prime spots. I be like, you mean to tell me ain't got no video camera footage? Remember the little girl got taken by the FedEx driver? They had no video camera footage of any of that. Mind you, FedEx trucks stay with cameras in them. They didn't even have video camera footage. So you mean to tell me you're going to have, not let's say you get it. It's going to be so accurate that they don't re-record over it the next day like most stores do. They don't give me saving it for 30 days. They give me saving it for a day, 24 hours, dubbing over it. And it may not even be positioned on the angle of where the car was. Like there's so many there's so many other areas to be involved. That's why it's critical for you to don't let your time run out, figure out the right path and get the authorities involved so you can get sleep at night. I'm just trying to be honest with you. That's why I couldn't be in the beef sector because I don't like playing games like this. Absolutely. Exactly. Period. I'm like that. I can't play like that. It's forever with me. Yes. I cannot beef and be like tomorrow, no nigga. Nuh-uh. Cause I don't I'm not moving for nobody else but me. So it makes no sense for me to be out here trying to sway the fence because somebody I'm cool with don't like you now. I wouldn't like no fucking body. I wouldn't be cool with Rico. And you know that's my I almost said boo, but that is my brother boo. I wish Rico after everything went down. Of course I saw all of that shit. I tell you, keep your head up, bro. 10 toes down with him too individually. I don't like him because of beef season or like him because of his drag or any. I like him individually. That's the thing. He can, so it's different. I don't, that whole beefing and then next day we're cool. Uh-uh. Don't work for me. Don't give Roman too much. Nah, he will dig pretty deep. Girl, listen. I keep he's watching right now. I have hella attorney friends um who look at little shit like my leases. I just advise everybody to be wise and don't tell your business. Like if like the best course of action would have been to come out here laughing. But girl, bitch, I'm a star. I'm a celebrity, bitch. Paparazzi gonna get me one way or another. They don't got my ass. Bitch, and laughed it off. Dropped your link and let everybody come up here and talk about it. Let them be mad. I'd have been, girl, what? And I saw her community wall. Take no advice from people who couldn't imagine your role as a content creator. That's what I want to say. Because people don't understand it. Yeah, they see it from but it's different as a content creator because there's this click view also involved. There's this stalking allegation. So you have multiple factors at play that's dubbed into your response. And subscribers are looking at it from one angle, like, you're not safe, but they don't understand that this is also an opportunity for a click and a view. That's why I'm saying it would have been laughing. We'd have been rejoicing. We'd have had a service. And then when that live was over, get all the emotional support out of it. Get the love, the hugs, all of that good stuff you're going to need. When that live's over, get all your cries, your anger out, girl, and get the planning. That's how you work that shit. Because now everything that y'all say that she should do, someone is figuring out how to defend that. That's why defense attorneys oftentimes tell their clients, shut the fuck up. Close your lips, honey. That would have been my first advice to her. Girl, don't say nothing. I'm like, what you gonna do? Go live. Go live. Shit. Play the video on your live. Girl, shit. Sit in your shit and stew and boss up. Every other content creator has done it. I've seen Five Babe do it. I've seen Tracy do it. I've seen Spill It Boy do it. I've seen Rico. Sit in your shit and stew and boss up on these hoes. That's what you got to do. And who am I? I'm just King Roman. I'm just the observer. I ain't no head. I ain't nothing. I'm just watching and just being real with you from a human individual. I like Five Babe. I keep repeating it because the narrative will be, I like Five Babe. I like Tracy. And I actually like the little PCs, what is it? PCs Nation or Nation PC. I like that shit. But I don't like I'm not for, it's too, it becomes a point where it's like, damn, so what's next? All right, you did that, so what's the next move? Somebody getting attacked outside and it's getting recorded and uploaded. Mark my words. December 13th, 2022, 7:27 a.m. I said it. People think the internet is one big old game, just like those labor and delivery nurses over at Emory. Adults catting around at work now. Baby, did you see that? And that was another story we was going to talk about. Yes, all 4 of them got fired. But you know what? They should have gotten fired. Did y'all see that video? I can get the video for y'all. If y'all didn't see that video, these nurses had the nerve to it took me out, y'all. These nurses had the nerve enough to go on TikTok to complain about the nurses. Now, here's my fucking thing. It seemed like everything that they were complaining about was stuff for minorities. I don't know if it was me or not, but I felt like it was a little, even though it was black nurses. And I'm like, y'all really feel like this, even about y'all own? The fuck kind of shit is this? I'm trying to. Did y'all see the video? Because I'll play it for y'all real quick. I definitely want to talk about this, not to distray from the Brianna and Five Babe situation. And that's some real shit. I was only spitting some real shit, y'all. I'm just being honest with y'all. I ain't no lying or nothing like that. That's truly how I feel about the situation as a whole, man. Let me do this. I'm gonna share with y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Y'all make me feel so lovey-dovey. Y'all know I hate being emotional, but y'all do. Hit the like button, and I miss all of y'all. Hugs all across the room. We just chatting this morning. All right, y'all, check this shit out. This right here. Now, these nurses had nerve enough to complain about what's their icks in labor and delivery. Get into this.
It is when you come in for your induction, talking about, can I take a shower and eat?
What? My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs, and it's still in your hands. Dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door.
Saying you don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Cervidil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push a call light, but every 5 minutes, your
Excuse
family
me,
member coming
excuse
at the
me,
front
excuse me, can I
desk
have some water?
asking for something
Excuse me, can I
else.
have a blanket?
Another ick, when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh, no.
Ick.
Say that.
It's the unlimited trips to the nurse's station for me. My
Baby, did they not think their job? Did they think that was funny or cute? Where? There was nothing funny about that at all. Nowhere at all. And y'all aren't giving general. Y'all are giving very specific to your hospital, which makes patients who come there now understand that there's this floor of nurses. Bitch, let me have rolled up in there with a baby or some shit. And I saw one of y'all. Oh, ain't you that bitch? I'm about to come up here every 2 minutes, and I ain't pushing no call button. You got a towel or a blanket? So they lost, all 4 of them lost their jobs, rightfully so. I believe they should have. Absolutely. There is clauses in contracts, especially in healthcare, where you can and can't do some of those kinds of things. Unfortunately, people do not respect others' privacy. Social media is a culture of voyeurism and stalking. It happens to public figures, and as a content creator, one is susceptible as well. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. That's why you have to be careful about saying you're stalked. You can't say you're stalked, because if you get, let's just go one step further. If you get an attorney like my friends, they're going to say, how can you say King Roman stalks you? We've pulled up over X amount of videos where you've given personal information about yourself. In this video, at 1 minute and 1 second, you said this, and that. At this time, you said you went to. So how can you say that people stalk you and you have a channel where you specifically discuss personal things in nature about yourself? Anyone could be amongst those subscribers watching you and could have got that information. That's why you can't go down a stalking road, because it's going to be a hard burden of proof for you to prove. You got to prove that. And you have to prove it in a consistent manner, meaning that it happened here, this way, here, this way, here, this way, here, this way. And the steps of stalking, they're going to tell you get a restraining order. Well, ma'am, you got to know who you're getting a restraining order on first, a protective order on first, before anything goes on further. So I'm not saying that she even said this or doing anything or anything like that, but I just want her to be a little bit smart about it. Anybody that watches her, go in her chat, talk to her intimately, just tell her, King Roman said, girl, hold on the stalk and keep it in your pocket. Hold on that. But there's some other things that you can look at. I don't know what it is, but maybe you might want to Google. Should I say the word? Maybe you might want to Google. I learned that too. I stay out of it. Out. Okay. I pray this was just happenstance and no one's actually targeting her. I don't understand that breakup to makeup shit. Girl, me either. Because in my real life, I'm a stubborn hoe. I be looking at niggas like, oh, okay. Uh-huh. You know, part of it is people don't know how to be alone. People don't know how to be alone. That alone thing is scary for some folks, to just like be alone or roll alone. They don't have enough confidence in themselves. So I have to pull in, even if it's against what I go. And I'm just not there. Fuck that shit. Switzerland. What's Switzerland? One weirdo bitch sent the video to another weirdo bitch. Yeah, I think the video, I truly don't think Fi Babe, honestly, I really don't. One, she don't give me that she would care enough to get on a flight and do that. But I do get she cared enough to put it out here because it's the fucking beef sector. It's the beef sector. Y'all trying to tell me if somebody didn't get a video of Jay Wilson leaving a bathhouse, that nobody ain't gonna put that up and talk about it for days? Child, if something like that go up, I might be talking about it. Be my only time having a live about beef sector. I bet Terry, minute, second by second, because that's what happens. So that's what I'm saying. You're almost off with the stalking thing. But you have two options, honey. One is quicker than the other, but you have two immediate options where you can get resolved ASAP. Like, what is it, 7:34 a.m.? Around 10 a.m. you can have some action. I agree, but it's worse because the whole point is to tear people down with roast and gag. Celebrities expect the good and the bad. And, you know, I heard Lady Nika say yesterday that we're not celebrities. We're not. I just got a small YouTube channel. Sorry, Lady Nika. In the eyes of some folks on YouTube, you are a celebrity. You absolutely are a celebrity. You are. It is what it is. You are. People look at you like you are a celebrity figure. People look at James like he's a public figure. People look at Fi Babe like she's a celebrity, a public figure. People come, they feel like they know you all intimately. They see you hear from you every day. There's a connection there. Whether you have that connection with them individually like that, individually because they see you individually, they have a connection with you, you know? It's a little weird, but it's true. It happens. And sometimes those connections can be great, and sometimes they can be to our detriment. I have a lot of lessons to learn from watching y'all. I tell you that. Good morning, Very Gary Boo Boo. Good morning, Mildred. I think I said good morning to you already. I still think you were an angel in the midst of drama last night. Much respect to you. Oh shit. But is that not the mantra for many who participate in beefing as well? This is the beef sector. I agree it is very dangerous, but a lot of what some do is immoral and dangerous. When the drags don't work. Growth. Absolutely move in silence, baby. I know I spoke to you earlier, lady. You must not be looking at the chat. I wouldn't even respond. Carrie, why are we all alike? Baby, put a video up of me the next day. I'm coming down. That's why I have a show and content, because I have the option of, do I want to respond to you today, bitch, or do I want to do my show? Let me do my show. Let me work on building this up, because if you do a drag, people gonna come regardless. But let me work on this other content so that way I can sway my own fence. Bitch, I'll be over here doing a whole show talking about all kind of shit. Have you sitting on needles and pins thinking, oh, he ain't gonna respond? He ain't see this? No, bitch, because I'm behind the scenes getting your ass. As we speak, as I'm doing my show right now, I'm getting your ass. You got to move like that, because everything is online and so visible. Your moves might be deterred. So you got to take some of that offline. take some of the online offline, work that shit out, and bring it back to the online. Trust me, please. I ain't trying to, and you can still be draggy and I'm with the shits and roast and gag, but you ain't gotta, roast and gag and just keep, I ain't gonna respond, I ain't gonna do nothing, but I got you. But I see that drag a bitch and tell me you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You got me. The whole time behind the scenes, it's taken care of. You have to, because because let's be honest, what is Brianna's, how would she retaliate to somebody putting a video up like that? What would she then try to go get a video of somebody else, pay somebody to get a video of somebody else to put up? What, I'm just trying to think, what would be the beef sector way to retaliate? Drag, get a video of them, post it up. I mean, it ain't too many. At that point, all you gonna do is drag and laugh that shit off. I think we are saying the same thing. Holding on to that mantra will not foster positive changes. Just make it continue. That's true. Or maybe make some coin off the situation. That's what I said. Baby, we be down here talk. Hey, y'all. Did y'all see that shit? Baby, somebody got my ass. Listen, why I was dying for some a broccoli and cheddar soup last night. I got my ass up and I went, and they don't post the whole fucking video, bitch. I'm a whole pop. I got paparazzi. I would have turned it. I would have played that. But you never know when you're in a situation what you would do. But I know, learning. I watch all this shit and learn from it. What I will do in the future. And for one thing is, I will never show people my cards. I will always let people think that I have a two of hearts. Bitch, I got 2 of hearts, 3 of hearts over here. I spoke back love, but I am in and out getting ready for work. I agree. Responding just adds more fuel to the fire. You should be the one holding the matches. Okay. Good morning, Karen. Hey, boo. Good morning. My taser stays charged. Okay. Mace. Brian had me roaming like everybody need to think twice. I hear you. I'm telling you, like, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking twice, but if you roll over here with your camera out, you on some funny shit. Because I'm going to be funny too. And that be the thing. You all will be very surprised that how some of these people look that's doing some of the damaging work to people that are like being some of the most fucked up individuals. And I'm not talking about 5A. I'm talking about the person who actually recorded this. They could be some of the, I think I heard that the kids was coming out the car and shit and going in the store and it was recording. It's like, wow, okay, girl, you're going to do that to the wrong person. Good morning, King's Mina. Hey, boo. You probably need a history of events, patterns, provocation for stalking. Coco, that you absolutely do. And they have to be related to the one person you're saying that's doing it. That's why I'm saying that this would take a longer process. But see, how do I want to say it? See, I always say this, financial harms fucks people up, right? So when you put financial pressure on a business, that something, because of their business, harm was caused to me, because of one of their patrons, harm was caused to me, that business is way more reluctant to comply with you, because now they could be complicit in fostering an environment that's unsafe for their patrons as a customer. Get where I'm going? All right, I've said enough. You know how I always do in my morning show, we always be talking about one person is the suspect, and I redirect you all to who the fucking suspect truly is, like with Shanquilla, and everybody was going after FBI, and I redirected us to Mexico, and I redirected us in the takeoff case from focusing on to HPD and their connections. It's all about redirecting. This ain't got nothing to do with the patron, because you don't even know who the patron is, but you do know where it to happen at. You do know the location. You do know the restaurant, and they can visibly ID that that's their restaurant on this camera. You do know that. So now we working with something different here. We're moving it from an unknown to a known. You need to go down that known path. That's all I'm gonna say, boo. Would you call their action petty? Absolutely. Damn, bitch, I can't go get something to eat. But I'm saying that as an individual. But when you flip it to the beef sector, no, it's par for the course. It's right up the alley of the beef sector because things don't stop. They tend to continue going and festering and festering and festering. Oop, not the bathhouse view of the minutia of it all, baby. Can you imagine? He was at a bathhouse, but see, it'd be different with me because what you gonna drag me for? He was at a bath, and bitch. Okay, what you gonna do? What? It's a little different. What? And the fuck in Chicago, I have. They got some nice ass bathhouses in Chicago, and I have been to one. Okay, I'm a 35-year-old man. Of course, I got my experiences, so I'm not ashamed. And had that been me at the restaurant, baby, I'd have did a live with the plate. Fuck that. I'd have been like, since y'all motherfuckers want to know, bitch, I went back the next day to go get the whole menu of what I got so we can sit here and talk about it. So I got the fried fish, see this, and the cabbage. We finna get into it. Girl, I would turn this into part 1 or part 2. What I was thinking about before I went to the restaurant is part 1, part 2 at the restaurant, part 3 after, what the food looked like. Bitch, we might do a part 4 on like what? You just gotta play it differently. Everybody want to be so aggressive and bitch. I'd have been laughing. I'd have pulled the whole. And you know I learned from the motherfucking best. I'd have pulled the whole DKL Spillet Boy. Come down here laughing. That's what they do it all the time. I don't know why people don't be. The lessons are all down here. They do it all the fucking time. You do something horrible to them, they come down here. I always be like, DKL, I know you got a whole fucking show prepared. But you know, all right, it ain't nothing. Spillet Boy, come on, he start laughing. Bitch, you think you? Oh, so you think you got me, huh? Oh, bitch, that's what it's given. This was given that, but it didn't, and so it took a different route, and it gave very much so I'm hurt, which is respectable in this moment, right? We see this all the time. Half the people we see on social media is catching people off guard, mocking. That's true. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Stay ready. I'm trying to tell you now, baby. I keep a blade in Eli's. You know when you pull the paper out, the dog bags, right inside there's a little blade, ready to flip open and pull out. And I always take my taser when I go out with me, especially in the mornings now because it's darker out. So I always take my taser with me. I'll be ready. I'll be on go. Shout out to you know who you are. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I just want to say that. Be thinking about you. Hot spicy tea. Good morning, boo. Right? If it works. Yes, this is stalking, but Bree needs to check her camp. I came to this because who else would know exactly where she was picking food up? She never mentioned where she was going. Yeah, but Kingsmeal, what we're saying is, yeah, it's stalking, but the thing about it is stalking requires an extensive amount of, let's say, for all milestones. Like there would have to be a level of to prove that it's stalking. And I'm only saying that because once it gets to the court, they're going to ask for that proof. So when you go to the police, you're going to want to already have that. And just to say that back in such and such time, my car was filmed, and now today this happened, that's just not enough to prove stalking. Then they're going to ask you who. So you can't even say stalking when you don't know who. It's almost like you're just saying the world's stalking me. That's why I'm saying you got to take it off the unknown and shift it to the known. What are the known variables in this situation you do know? And focus on that. That's it. Hey, Voodoo. Hey, Boo. How can you prove that it isn't happenstance, just playing devil's advocate? When you say happenstance, like somebody just didn't happen to just be sitting there recording it, the fact that it was sent out. So, then if you get to the point of happenstance, that means you have a person. You have an actual individual that you knew actually recorded the video. So if you had happenstance, you have, because once you have a person, now you can go to the police. And there lies there, that's it. You can even file stalking at that point. But when you don't have a person, I just feel like it's just anyone. I could have done it. Anybody could have done it. But when you have a person, it clears it up just a little bit. Happenstance. Look at the crews in the room. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Bree knows her surroundings though. I can appreciate that. Some people can't remember what they did 5 minutes before me. People need to stop saying it's the beef sector. What do you expect? I said Carrie. I'm gonna re-upload. I'm gonna share that live on my wall. I said this a long time ago. I said y'all get away because y'all hide everything under it's the beef sector until somebody gets hurt. And I know that's been something people have been saying a long time ago, but it's so fucking true. It's the beef sector. What you expect, bitch? I don't expect to be hurt. This is me, King Roman, talking. You want me to engage? I don't expect to be hurt. I don't expect none of that dumb shit to happen. I expect us to roast and gag and drag. That's what I expect. If it's all about roasting and gagging and dragging and getting on here and doing all that funny shit, I'm in. I'm down. But because I see that people get themselves into this beef sector and can't completely roast and gag and don't know how to lose a battle. Some motherfuckers don't know how to lose the war. Like, you lost. Like, okay, I lost. Okay, you got me. Bitch, you got me. You got me on that one. And that's it. Motherfuckers will hold that and hold it, child. Be at work thinking about some shit online, be eating, making food, and then come back with some dumb, ridiculous ass shit. And for me, that's just, I don't hold that kind of emotional connection to a sector on beef sector. Baby, once I'm done, it be done. I can't even remember half sometimes the drags, some shit I've said because it be in the moment and I be over it. And then I be thinking, when I think about it, I think about me like, damn, you look stupid as fuck in that moment. You really said, I do self-reflection. A lot of people, this is it. And the views, they love the views, the attention. You know how much attention you get from dragging a person? Let me tell you, just from me, you get hella attention. People do lives all day about you. You drop in everyone's chat and it's hi, hey, you did good. For people who've been doing this for years, they've come to expect that, y'all. That is sort of their boost. That is that for the day. And for some of us who never ever dwindled in that, we don't go to expect that. Like, I don't, it is what it is. Either it happens or it don't. But some folks really look for that. They really want that. They really crave that type of attention. Sometimes it goes beyond the clicks and the views. Because then when you listen to their content, they ain't saying shit. So this beef sector is addictive to the point where you find yourself in these situations where, you're fucked up. And I only think it's fucked up because, again, I think they have a reference point to where she was and where she went back to. And for me, that could be future stalking. Hey, Rodney. Good morning, Rodney. Think you about to start a channel, sir? I've been trying to pay attention to it. I think I sent you the video. Yeah, you did. You did, Naries. And Naries, shout out to Naries. Naries, let me just say thank you. Just thank you. Because I stay entertained. I always watch them. I feel like I be up to date. Even when not from the messages, but from because you're in my feed. And I see everything you like, even the freaky shit, nigga. I see everything you like and retweet, and I'd be like, oh my God, I be up on the know on some shit that I didn't even know was be going on. So thank you. I appreciate it. It challenge. Y'all see that? For TikTok. Baby, the maternity nurses need to be yes, play it. Okay. Good morning, Kimberly Black. Good morning. And I'm going to tell the beef sector this is nothing new versus Rita, Sean, Tracy, SB, Jay Wilson, Spill It Boy, Ree have all had their homes shown without their permission. Okay. It's the sector. It's the beef sector. I saw the video and I understand why they were fired. You don't complain about having to help people. That's your job. Roman, we love you. I love y'all too. I do. Coco, they have no discipline. The internet changed the world, didn't it? I don't feel sorry for none of them. Plus, these are normal things that happen to women by women. Shaking my head, pick a different field. Didn't it give self-hate? Like, huh? I was so confused. Not everyone is babe to be in that field. That was your job. Completely out of order. People better learn to hush and keep them benefits. Good morning, Red Star. Georgia had the highest maternal mortality rate in the United States, including 46.2 deaths per 100. Wow. And look at Emory. Get out of here. They needed to be fired. My insurance pays for you to do all this. So if I want to press the call button, cause my baby, if I want to press the call button and walk out there, bitch, I'm walking out here and pressing it in your face. HIPAA, okay? That's right, Voodoo. You shouldn't have been quiet. Keep your benefits. I'm not a fan of social media. The most I'll do is YouTube. They letting TikTok tick and talk that ass to the punch clock for a final time. Red Star, King Roman, any thoughts? Stomp down, taking down his lives all the time because Rico and Honest Raw are doing effective flag of his page. Stomp has lost 5 pages so far. And my words to my homie Rico and my words to Ro, keep flagging his ass, flag him down. If I got some time on my hands, let me know because I go and flag his ass too. I don't fuck with Stomp Down. He don't even know me. He has some shit to say. Rico shared my video on his wall. He gonna drop down right trash. Bitch, your channels are trash. That's why they're gonna keep coming down. I don't fuck with Stomp Down. I don't care about him. You loaded gutter mouth trash whore. Now that's one I really don't give a fuck about. 2 fucks about. Ain't nobody scared of him. Ain't shit about him moving nothing. Now, and I'll ignore him. You gave to lose something to sue. You have to lose something to sue. Right? How did that video make you feel? I know amazing nurses. I wonder have those nurses had a baby because don't talk to me about what I do in labor till you do. Okay. Can I get a pancake? Okay. I'm very upset. Black women maternity death rates are unacceptable. And the C sisters this is why I need to be back with the crew. Because y'all, I watched the video and I said, well, not the black nurses. What? But you know this come with the territory. Everybody got friends almost everywhere. Voodoo, we got to get more than that, boo. So no, they didn't understand the assignment at all. The disparities for our community is already a huge issue. But it's also selective outrage. If that would have been anyone else, they would have laughed. Yeah, I said that. I absolutely said that. I said that out the gate. Had that been Tree C getting followed somewhere or 5A followed somewhere, they'd have been videos for days and everyone would have been laughing about it. It's part of the beef sector. This is what happens. It is what it is. And my thing about it is you can't just say that that's stalking, because stalking is you have to prove that someone stalked you based on some personal information. Like they had your personal information, they stalked you here. And a defense attorney is going to come back and say, well, ma'am or sir, on these 17 videos just this month, you've shared a lot of personal information that someone could come stalk you. So we're trying to figure out, why do you think my client is the only one? You're on a public platform. You have this is what comes when you have all those subscribers and all those views. You allow yourself to have all these risks. And it comes with it. You know, I'm just sitting here laughing like, think about Lovely T. She going grocery shopping. Somebody upload that video to a YouTube channel of Lovely T. Her grocery shopping, invading her privacy. What do you think she is going to do? Or what do you just think about it? I'm not going to tell you because I don't know, but think about her reaction and her response versus a beef sector response. It's completely different because this is what happens in the beef sector. And Sean had a live the other day, Sean Bradley, and he was basically, it was about Lady Nika, Spiller Boy, and him. And he was talking about it isn't the beef sector because every sector has some beefing in it. So why is this the beef sector? And it's not even as worse as other people where they pull up and actually fight. And I thought that was an interesting point to hear because there are sectors where they are actually fucking fighting. And I think that's so bananas. But I think it's weird. Good morning. Yes, please hit the like button too, y'all. I can't see the other screen, but please hit the like button. Good. What up, Slim Body Benz? Good morning. Thank you for coming through. This is why I will never become a CC. You might as well go ahead and be a CC. You might as well. The thing about it is that you've already kind of want to be one. And it ain't going to go away. It's just going to become bigger and bigger. I was there. I was one of the people. I was in a subscriber, all in Tracy chat, talking shit about I was that person. And then I finally got to a point where it was like, I want to be a content creator. I have something to say. And I did that. And then you're gonna want to have something to say and be with the beef sector, and they're gonna want to have something to say to you too. You might as well just get it out, go through it, go through the motions. Just build you up a good support team around you that'll tell you when you're right and tell you when you're wrong, and not make you feel bad about it. Like, look, don't do that. Just do this. Or I wouldn't even engage, bro. But I wouldn't say don't become a CC because of the beef sector. That's what I fell into. It's so many other things out here. You meet so many other people. It's a great tool to have. You communicate to people. You might find yourself talking about topics that people might like and you didn't even know it and you love it. And now it's a win-win. So don't limit yourself. Don't feel defeated by what's going on in the beef sector. Just come in, do your thing, have some other content so you can go back and forth between whether you want to talk shit or not. Because that's the real gravy of it. And I watch when content creators can do that. Okay, I might talk shit today. Well, today is gonna be, and choose it. But I say do it, Rodney. Become a content creator. Fuck that. I drop down. I'm definitely, I'll support you. Do it. Post your own video to counter that one and move on. Period. Doreen, let me tell you about y'all funny ass Roman. See, me, I'd probably had my friend sit in the car and I'd probably the next day went to the same place and did my own video. All right, and had them do it just to be funny. Okay? I'd have been show enough rolling. You got it? Cut. Let's do this one more time. We got to get a kid to walk in. Oh, I'd have made a joke out of it. I would have countered that one. I'd have made a whole joke. I'd have put a soundtrack over it. I'd have had some music. What up, Big Man TV? What's on today's show and Hot Topics? Nothing. I'm still not at my place yet. I got to get back home. When I get back home, I'm gonna have a show probably tomorrow in the morning. What up, Big Man TV? It's good to see you out here. Chestnut checkers. Period. You're not gonna see my move. We let Roman catch up. Thank you. Oh, my bad. I'm moving. I'm driving. Exactly. I have a whole series. Catch Me If You Can. Food pickup series. Kings Mina. This is why I fucks with y'all, because y'all know how we do this shit. Girl, baby, we will have part 1, today's restaurant. Part 2, today's restaurant. What? Thank you for the new series. And trust me, Vi Babe definitely thinks, creative like that. When someone comes out here and drops something on her, she be out here like, not today, bitch. And she cleans that shit up and she does it well. Ain't no shade, ain't no hate. She does it well. And that's why I'm saying this, sharing this shit with everybody else. Like, do y'all not see how some people clean these? Jay Wilson does it well too. Even though, he get on my damn nerves, he does it well. When that whole grinder shit went off, I said, I always be like, I want to see how people come back. And he came back the next day, heads up. Oh, hey, you all. He did the same thing with the credit card, even though it kind of weighed him down a bit. He came back. I love that shit. And Rodney, that's what you gonna do when you become one. Yeah, you gonna become one. I said it. Free Piggy Pearls. The biggest weakness is Bree's camp is too reactive instead of strategic. You can just jit the live button. You must have a plan and work it. Well, I haven't, I ain't see the camp what they do, but I do think she gotta have a plan. I do. As it relates to Fi and YouTube, it's more harassment than stalking. I didn't, but but I didn't say that. Okay? Free Piggy Pearls, you put that in the chat. I did not say that. I'm an hour late, but help King Roman and Chad. Thank you. But you here. Hey, Miss BMW. You here, but hello. I said when she was being recorded and there's nothing she can do about it, they got mad at me. Who got mad at you? You have a point, Free Piggy Pearls. I can't believe that we was put together not to be together. Right? I would reach out to YouTube and submit a harassment complaint against Fi. If it's the beef sector, why are you just so insecure you resort to doxing? That is just an excuse. If it bothered me. King Roman, does Eli have a channel or an Instagram? The first week I had him and then I forgot all about it, deleted the whole thing. I couldn't do that. My friend has one and my other friend has one for their dog. And I mean, they're into it when he wakes up and stuff. And I can't do it. It would be very inactive. He needs something though. He needs something because he a grown man. He a grown my baby is a grown ass man. I'm telling you. Because I would have took a picture of him fucking that bathroom up the other night. Surely would have. No, King Roman, I will never become. Watch. Mark my words. Watch. They said Stump Down became transgender now. He need to be transunion or trans under the ground. Heifer. Alfreda, good morning. Good morning. A lot of people on that hate drug, baby. It's a strong drug and it's addictive. That hate drug is addictive. During labor, if I press the button and I'm hot, they better dial up Lucifer and tell ass to settle down. King Roman, it was a lot of disturbing behavior done here lately. No, thank you. My 9 to 5 is good enough for me. I feel you. They even beef in the knitting community. The Pac knitters against D. Whiteman's folk. Get out of here, baby, not the knitters. Now, that will be some interesting commentary. Oh, my God. To break down one of their beefs. Okay. A mukbang series. We would have had a whole new mukbang series started off of a leaked video that came out here. I will change the narrative. It went from that video being the thing. Oh, now it really requires you to do some creative thinking. I'm an original beef sector, CC. It's a rough ride. Oh, baby. Jay Wilson proved he was a G with the Roach fiasco. He made a coin cause folks thought he had an infestation issue. I remember that too. And I give him his props. He does know how to come back here, throw that face on. Well, you all, I love that about him. I do. I like that about him because I think that in the beef sector, you need to have that face, your poker face. And he does it well. Now, there's some times where he has egg on his face and he's like, and in Be the Shorter Lives, I noticed. No shade. What up, Zap? Good morning, Zap. Good morning, Zap. I explained my whole fiasco to them a little bit earlier in the live, Zap. I'm still not at my place. I'm hoping today everything's back to the same, but I'm definitely going to be relocating. I got to get me an agent so I can get up and out of here. But what else been going on, y'all? What other stories been out there that I was I was gonna talk about Gayle King and Jackson State too. Gayle King getting on my fucking nerves. Now she out here telling everybody that the whole situation was messy and behind the scenes, and I'm saying like, Gayle, so now you're telling us you knew about it because you're just as messy as Amy. Knowing about all them damn affairs that TJ Holmes had going on and ain't say shit. And you knowing and now you want to say something? Fuck out of here. I don't trust Gayle. Is it Gayle King? No, yeah, it is Gayle. I don't trust her. Now you in the messy romance situation. And then Jackson State and Deion Sanders are going at it. And I just can't believe it. I knew they was going to pit this school against him. Now, the Jackson State players that he recruited to the team are taking his side, but he's getting some grief from the school. I want to talk about that. SZA, if y'all haven't checked out SZA's new album, oh my, baby, she got an album for the girls. It's a dope album. She talks about Drake. She gets into a lot of things. But the biggest thing is that her album is doing numbers, y'all. Her album first week sales is looking at it like it's going to be 300,000 units moved, and everyone is wondering like how, where, why, what's going on. Even me, like, damn girl, you pushing units and you pushing numbers. So SZA's pushing numbers, and we're supposed to get those projections next week. Beyonce wants Tim's, she wants Flo, Millie, and somebody else to be her opening acts on her concert. Tickets supposed to be being released, I heard, in March. It was supposed to be done in February, right after the Super Bowl, but because of the fiasco with Ticketmaster and Live Nation, and now y'all know what happened with Bad Bunny. See, I told you, and this is why I want to do a Ticketmaster story. There's something going on with Ticketmaster, y'all. I don't know what the fuck it is, but something's going on. Bad Bunny had a concert in Mexico. half the tickets for the people going there were fake fucking tickets that they bought faster. Meaning somebody went in and bought all the tickets up and sold them these fake tickets. So they got to the gate and couldn't get in. Bad Bunny had to issue this whole apology. So I think they got to figure this shit out in this digital era. Like, I don't think there needs to be no more paper tickets. Everything needs to be an electronic ticket and a phone to your phone. Like, because this shit is getting out of control completely. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna break down Brittany Griner's story because this is a lot more to that. Patti LaBelle, you know, she was rushed off stage. She was a bomb threat at her Milwaukee concert. I thought it was something due to her health. I was like, not Patty. I'll be damned if it's Patty. What the hell? Not today. I'm good, man. I agree. You need your own channel. You always be making me laugh. I would support you for sure. I do think he needs his own channel. I said the same thing. But don't be scared by the sector, man. Do not be scared by the sector. Because that's what it's, you know, if what I remember Armand Wiggins saying something on one of his lives, when you're not doing it, somebody else is. Somebody else is taking up that time, that space. Coins keep Jimmy Wilson focused, don't they though? I had so much to say that, but it's not this morning. It ain't even about that this morning. But all right, y'all. So that's my updates. That's where we are with everything. I will be back. I'm gonna go check on my place this morning to see what the updates are, and hopefully I'll be back in my unit today, and I can get a good live schedule for the morning, a good show for the morning. Yeah. Ticketmaster been shady. When you go to African American movies, always check your ticket because sometimes they will give you tickets to another movie. Oh wow. Thus messing with box office numbers. Wow, I never knew that. Now that is shady. That's shady as hell. All right, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Can y'all hit that like button? I'm on my phone, so I'm trying to see if I mess up. Hold on. See what my likes looking at. $38 likes, 55 people in here. Come on now. Come on. Y'all hit that like button. And until next time, y'all. I still got to give $25 away. I still got to get $50 away this week. Shit fucked up my plans. Good morning, Heatwave. Good morning. Hey, Jernay. Have a great day. You too, and thank you for being here. Y'all have a good one. I want y'all to have a blessed day. Stay true to yourself. Always like somebody for their individual person in the sector. Don't like nobody because the alliances they are in, fucking alliance, like them individually because eventually that alliance will break up and you'll be stuck choosing which way to go. And that's all I have to say. Deuces, y'all. Deuces. And hit that like button for me.
Good morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go. Oh, let's start this show. King Roman News gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman News.
Good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday let's go, let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News. Let's go, let's go.